William.
William. Ursula,
Are
nice
you
to meet
from?
you.
Nice to meet you.
Are you from Dubai?
I'm from Boston, but I've been there for
Okay.
almost 10 years.
Okay.
And do you like Dubai?
I do.
Yeah?
Yeah, and Dubai likes you guys. This show is a phenomenon.
I haven't been in Dubai.
You haven't?
No.
Me neither.
So congratulations on the
Thank you very
huge
much.
success.
Thank you.
It's a huge viral phenomenon in Saudi Arabia and Dubai and everywhere in the Middle East. So have you been able to hear from fans over the Middle East yet?
Yeah. Nowadays with the social media and Instagram and Twitter, you are connected with the whole world. So we receive like many messages and stuff.
Somos la gente de España con más seguidores de repente.
Yeah.
Es todo como muy loco, ¿no? Sí, yo lo estoy viviendo, creo que todos lo estamos viviendo como algo bastante nuevo. Yo estoy acostumbrada pues a ir por España y que me reconozcan, pero lo de coger un avión, irme lejos y llegar al aeropuerto y que me conozca más la gente de fuera que los españoles ya es como un poco raro. Y la verdad es que lo estoy disfrutando mucho, me lo estoy tomando con mucha alegría, con mucho orgullo de lo que hemos hecho y con muchas ganas de esa tercera parte y no sé, estoy como muy emocionada.
Congratulations on season 3 as well, or part 3.
Part 3.
Yeah.
When did you learn that part 3 would become a possibility? Did you know that there were hints of it on set when you were filming, or is this something that came after?
Not at all. We were shooting those first parts, and we from the beginning we were said that it would be like closed thing. This is gonna be, and that's it. It was okay, and it was so sad when we finished shooting because it has been, and I'm not gonna be the professor anymore. You're not gonna be Tokyo anymore. So it was kind of sad, and suddenly with all this huge success in the whole world, it was like that hope, that bold lining
Waiting
over
for
there,
for the call.
Yeah, waiting for the call. Like, oh, please, come on. We have
on.
to go for part 3. Come on. And suddenly Álex Pina called, and it was like very exciting.
It was great.
Are you nervous at all about, living up to this amazing first 2 parts? This one complete story. Are you hesitant about jumping back
Very
in?
excited.
Very excited, no nervous, excited,
No.
wishing.
There is some pressure.
Yeah, because now the expectations can
Yeah.
be huge. But I promise to you that we don't know anything at all from this part 3, at all, and nothing. But you talk to Álex Pina, who's the creator, and it's like, you are gonna blow out your mind with the part 3. Really? Why? Tell me. No, I'm not gonna tell you anything. It's gonna blow out your. What? So it
So
seems
we are
it's gonna be
waiting.
great.
We're waiting now for another call.
Yeah.
Was Alex that, I guess, KG about keeping the details even for parts 1 and 2? Were you getting the scripts
we were
as you went?
No, we were shooting, and we just had the first episode script. The second one, suddenly you were shooting, and hey, Úrsula, in the mail we've got the fourth. Really? Come on! And in the break for the sandwich, it was like
reading
in the
yeah.
iPhone. Okay. Wow, is it gonna happen? Really? So we didn't know where were we going. At that time, it was a heist, okay, but we didn't know how would it finish. Nothing.
So what do you want from your characters? Not that obviously you're not writing it, but what do you hope to see for your characters in the next part?
A mí me encantaría que apareciera como... Yo creo que me gustaría a mí y le gustaría a mucha gente, porque yo creo que la gente está esperando ver un poco la vida de estos atracadores después de todo lo mal que lo han pasado en la Casa Moneda y Timbre, comiendo fatal de tantos días. Yo creo que la gente está esperando verles un poco como disfrutando de la vida en una isla. A mí me gustaría ver a Tokio, no sé, salvaje y pescando peces para Río, y así como a lo Ursula Andrews en James Bond con todas las navajas puestas aquí. Pero un poco aburrida también creo que va a estar Tokio ahí.
I like to think about the professor that he's a modest guy. He's not he's been doing this robbery as revenge against the system, but not because of his enjoying that rich position. So I imagine the professor in Philippines, but being a modest, having a modest life in the beach with some Philippine kids around, like playing with them or teaching them universal history, for example, or maths or whatever. And I like to think about him like in that way, but I'm sure that something's gonna happen. That he's not gonna be able to follow that quiet life.
We will be in trouble.
What is that?
That was there. I didn't know if it was left
What
there
colour
for
is
someone.
that? It's ugly.
It's like baby, but I think it might be coffee.
Someone from the Reagan, blame them, I think it was.
First of all, if there's a repeated question, I'm sorry if we give the same answer.
I'm happy.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, thank you very much.
Have you been amazed about how popular the show's been?
Absolutely. It's shocking. It's weird. It's strange. It's overwhelming. I mean, it's like crazy that you are in Madrid and you make this production and you put a lot of love and hard work in it, but you never expect the situation of this boom around the world, with this show. We are absolutely happy with it, but it's kind of strange to get messages in your social network from many parts in the world. I was the other day walking. I'm shooting a movie in Canary Island, and I was the other day just going through. I'm having a walk in this path nearby the sea, and within 300 meters I was stopped like 8 times, and it was people from Poland, people from Belgium, from Argentina, from everywhere in the world. So it's kind of amazing.
Is it the same reaction all the time? Because obviously the character's quite complex. People have different views.
Well, when I was shooting the series and we were performing it, I was trying to make a guy that is okay. He's a bad guy. He's doing this heist, but I want him to be a good guy. Actually,
He's not a bad guy.
He's kind of a hero in a way, Okay, he's a criminal, but he's a hero, So and there are people who are watching the series, and they stop in the street like, "How bad you are?" What? What do you mean? How? I'm a very good guy. Come on. So there are like many reactions, but there's one that always say to me, and everybody agree with that, which is that I have this friend that once said to me, "Hey, I have seen the whole first season. Okay, I am completely in love with you
Tokyo.
guys, with you and especially I'm shocked with your character, the professor, but I don't know who you are and how you are. I don't know anything about you. I don't know if you are lying, if you are saying the truth. I don't know if you are in love with the police, with the woman, or it is part of the plan. So I'm quite proud of that, to leave that in that point that you never know if you are saying a yes or saying a no.
And the professor is kind of a geek, it's a big word, but a geek and outsider guy, you know what I mean?
The what?
Geek is een freak.
Okay,
yeah,
a nerd.
Yeah, a nerd.
Yeah.
So, do you think that your character give, I don't know, confidence to people who are outsider in life and?
I've loved that. Actually, we were trying to find, when we were building up the character with the directors and stuff, we were trying to make it special. First time, in the script, when you read the professor, the first script for the first time, it could have been performed in many different ways. Okay, every character, but especially the professor. When I was doing the first audition, I made like 5 auditions to get this role. I was auditioning for more than 2 months to get this role. My first audition, I said, okay, it's a heist. It's to Spain, so they're gonna want to make a copy of Ocean's 11. So they want to George Clooney style. You know? So I was performing in my first audition. It was like self-confidence and hey guys, we're gonna rub this and that, and this is what we're gonna do, and welcome here, you know, because the scene was the first meeting in the classroom when the teacher, when the professor makes these bienvenidos, we welcome everybody, and I was like, and they called me like, okay, we like that very much, but we're gonna look for another thing, like we're gonna try to find the freaky side of this guy. And I was the freaky what? Come on. And I went there. I was like 1 hour talking with Jesus Colmenar, who's the director of the show. He's an absolutely brilliant guy. And we didn't know how to do it, but we understood that it had to be a special guy. We wanted to do like, you know, like Superman that has 2 faces, which is Superman and Clark Kent. But Superman is the real one. And sometimes he's like Clark Kent.
And Clark Kent is wearing glasses.
Yeah. Yeah, and what we wanted to do is the opposite. He's like a Clark Kent, but sometimes he has to behave as a Superman.
Right.
You know, like an action man, not being an action man, you know. And we connected also that character to the superheroes world. If you look at the professor, it's like a Superman in this, because he has like several faces. He's the professor, he's Salva, he's Sergio, you know. He's in the hangar, which is like the Bat Cave, you know, Batman Cave,
Yeah.
you know. He has like strange, mysterious, enigmatic past, like Wolverine. You know, it's kind of, we wanted to connect with all this. So, we wanted to make him special and weird, but being like a guy who had difficult to express his feelings, and with relationships, it was like not good at that, but with a lot of charisma, enough charisma to take all these criminal guys, and no matter what the professors say, all of them, they say, okay, we are with you. No question about it, we are with you. If that is enough to make some nerds in the world to feel a little bit like heroes, I'm so really happy with that.
How did you prepare for all this? Did you do something to prepare? Yeah.
The character?
Yeah, for the character, as you just told.
It was so complicated because we were trying to make this research about, he's a mastermind, and we were investigating, we were researching in some mathematical, people related to maths that are spending like half-life just trying to solve a problem, a maths problem, and they are in Siberia maybe, and they are just so focused and solve that problem that they forget even how to dress or what to eat or whatever, and they look like beggars and things. And we're investigating in many directions, and finally I remember that I came to Jesus Colmenar and say, hey, think about this. If you're okay?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Say sorry.
Yeah. And I
Need some glass? Yeah.
Sorry.
and I was talking
Trying
to
to subtly choke over here.
okay.
Sorry.
No.
No, please.
So
Thank you so much.
I arrived to Jesus Colmenar and I said to him like, hey, if you are told that some mastermind professor in Harvard University has planned all these stuff, all this heist, you are like, okay, I understand that. It makes sense. It's a mastermind who works in Harvard. It's okay, perfect. But if I tell you that your neighbor, who is a history teacher in a high school in your neighborhood, and he's a normal, simple, shy guy, absolutely gray, absolutely with nothing special, and that simple guy has that brilliant mind that has built up all these things. That's magic.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. So that was what we try to do, building up that
So,
character.
What do you feel your first reading the screenplay, and then for you, is it a very good robbery, or is it a very good social message?
Que porque te decantaste cuando viste el guión por primera vez, dijiste
Or both of you.
este papel, para la pregunta es para los dos, este papel es estupendo o esto es estupendo porque aquí hay un mensaje social muy importante.
Both.
Both of you, yeah.
Both. Maybe in the beginning it was like what a character,
Yeah.
what a project. But because we just had the first episode and we began shooting, but they were coming, the scripts, and we were getting into that message. Do you think so?
Sí, I'm gonna... Hello, my name is Úrsula. I'm gonna speak in Spanish. Sí, yo creo que tiene los dos mensajes. Lo que pasa que el mensaje más social, digamos, yo creo que aparece más al final, ¿no?
En la segunda parte.
Sí, en la segunda parte, y lo cual no lo sabíamos porque los guiones se fueron escribiendo a medida que los íbamos haciendo. Álex Pina, que es una persona muy inteligente, que es el creador de la serie, iba viendo cómo funcionaban las tramas y se le iban ocurriendo cosas. Tenía algunas cosas preparadas a lo largo de las 2 temporadas, pero él fue muy inteligente y esperó a ver qué es lo que sucedía entre nosotros, ¿no? Y esperó a ver algunos resultados para seguir escribiendo. Entonces, yo creo que a mí particularmente lo que más me llamó la atención desde un principio fueron los personajes. Fue el registro. Me gustó muchísimo que hubiera como tantos registros diferentes en un mismo producto. Denver tiene una cosa como muy cómica, ¿no? Porta como mucha comedia, igual que Arturito, incluso Paco Tous. Luego había como un mensaje muy fuerte de amor entre los personajes, y luego había también un llamamiento también hacia la sociedad, que eso sí que estaba desde el principio. Perdona. Bueno, que eso sí que estaba desde el principio de no somos nadie, somos unos losers, somos unos fracasados, pero nosotros también podemos hacer cosas grandes, ¿no?
2 minutes left. Okay, I'll be as quick as I can. You're recording, okay. So, yes, both things, I would say, in answer to questions, because I think the social message was becoming more transparent towards part 2 of the series. It wasn't known at the beginning when we had the initial scripts. What happens with the series creator, Álex Pina, he's a very crafty person, and he had thought of the plots, but he didn't have everything developed and written down. He wanted to see the results. He wanted to see the interactions between the characters. So some things were there and some things he developed as we went along. What was striking for me was not just the characters, but also the different personas, the different readings that we all had between us. For example, you had Denver and Arturo that have their own personalities, but at the same time they're ever so funny. And of course there is something that binds all of us. There's a lot of love, and that's very strong between the characters. And also there is a message of call to arms for all society. By saying we may be a bunch of losers, but we have something to say from here.
And if the professor is the hero of nerds people, can you say that you're...
Not only nerd people, come on.
Just nerd.
Come on.
I'm so sorry.
Do you see your character as, I don't know, a hero and a model for the young girls? Because she has many defaults, but she's also a very strong woman. Every woman in the show is really strong, actually.
Sí,
So-
y a mí hay una cosa que me gusta mucho de Tokio, creo que es... Tokio hace cosas muy mal a veces, porque es una persona muy impulsiva, muy visceral, muy impaciente también. Pero hay una cosa que me gusta mucho de ella y que me gusta mucho también la reacción que ha tenido el público, sobre todo las mujeres, ante eso. Y es que es una mujer que hace cosas muy mal, pero luego la perdonas, porque no renuncia nunca a ser como ella es. Ella es así, y aunque sabe que a veces es insoportable, ella es muy consciente de que ella tiene el power y también tiene derecho a ser vulnerable y a ser insegura. Yo creo que tanto Tokio como Nairobi, que son las dos únicas mujeres de la banda, dan un mensaje muy bonito que nosotras queríamos dar como actrices también desde el principio, porque para ser una mujer poderosa no hace falta ser una mujer solamente poderosa y perfecta y tener mucho power. Tú puedes ser una mujer poderosa y puedes ser una mujer que cometa errores y que no sea perfecta, ¿sabes?
Do you want to translate and then we're done?
So basically, what I love, one of the things, well, I love Tokyo as a character. She has many shortcomings and she does a lot of things wrong because she's very, very impulsive, very emotional and very impatient. But I love her character and also the audiences, the people watching were loving her because they forgive her. And you forgive her because although she makes things wrong and she makes mistakes, she's very true to herself. She knows who she is and she's very aware of that. And that's, I think, where the power resides. And also, she has a right to be vulnerable. And the same can be said for the other female character, for Nairobi. So the message would be, yes, we're powerful women with many shortcomings, and we have a right to be like that, and we're aware of it.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love your blouse.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say that when you